Oh,
Well, that's
fuck
stupid.
you, open source.
Five?
5. Yeah.
I don't know. I probably miscounted too.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with 5.
Why is there music still playing? That's interesting.
What?
That's irritating.
Oh, my mic wasn't on. Welcome to the Sweaty Thumbs Takes podcast. Yeah, for April 23rd, 2015. It's episode 5, and we got...
Intro fuck ups never stop. I
No,
love it.
that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be...
Favorite
It wouldn't be right if our intros
If it went
if we're
smooth.
perfect. Yeah, that's right.
It's not supposed to go smooth.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed.
Can we turn off that music?
I'm working on it. Okay.
Work faster.
Hi.
Work faster.
I'm Justin. And we got Pat. Say hi.
Hello.
Michael.
Hello.
I don't know why I call you Mike. The only time I ever call you Michael is when I introduce you on this.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That's
Like,
weird.
Yeah, like I said before, it's my mom. The only other person who does it.
I'm
That is a little awkward.
I could be a motherly figure to you if you like.
Never ever say that.
All right, fine. Okay, we got a couple exciting things to cover today. PlayStation Vita, not. Mass Effect 4, Star Wars, PS4 selling awesome, and goats. We're going to talk about goats.
We're gonna talk about goats.
Gerb, we're going to talk about goats. Just for you, my friend. Just for you.
It's all because of you as well.
I
by
do.
the way.
I do really like how you go through the agenda a lot faster so that Mike doesn't interrupt and start talking about the topics.
That's right. I
Going
know.
off on a tangent already. He's like, Mike, it's
Oh
not,
my God!
not your goddamn turn. That's not what we're talking about today.
What do you guys want to start with?
Mass Effect?
Mass what?
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect?
4?
Yeah, we could start with the Mass Effect. Cool. What about it? Mike, you start. You start the topic.
Yeah, why not?
It's all you.
Let's do it. Just kidding. Mass Effect 4, actually, it's funny enough, there was a survey released.
It's funny enough.
No, it's funny. It's funny enough that there was a survey released, and it is completely leaked, and it's probably all bullshit. But it's written so good, and the backing that the guy when he posted it, all the details are pretty in depth. So I think, but they did that with Dragon Age 2. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Not Dragon Age 2, but Dragon
As well.
Dragon Age as well. Yeah.
and totally threw everyone off. So maybe they're doing the same thing.
Well, just for the record, like the survey wasn't like released to the public.
No, yeah.
The guy was invited to take this survey and basically took all the information that he got from this survey and was like, holy shit, like there's a lot of stuff here that's could very well be in the game.
No.
Or not at all.
Or
Or not at all. Who knows? It's all speculation, but that's the
That's the best part. 'cause then you
Speculation's
never
fun.
know. If I knew exactly what I was getting every time, probably wouldn't be excited.
That's right.
It's like watching a movie knowing the end. Well, depends on the movie, I guess.
Wow.
See, and we are sexy. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, man.
Good day, you sexy fucks.
Does wonders for my self-esteem.
That's right. So,
Love it. So, anyways, it was leaked.
yeah.
So I'm not calling bullshit. I'm calling it's probably at least somewhat legit.
Especially since the Reddit user now no longer exists. Like,
Yes.
the account's gone.
Yeah. So obviously, it's kind of like one of those things where you realize, well, it's maybe fake, but probably not because they got rid of them. And now it's kind of like when you upload like the Batman versus Superman trailer.
Yeah.
10 seconds later, done, and they're like, ah, fuck it. Now everyone knows. Well,
Yeah,
they have to release
exactly.
it anyways. So I'm expecting something in a couple days.
Yeah.
Maybe they just sicked Liam Neeson on him and it was like taking. I will find you and I will kill you.
I have a very special set of skills.
On his really shitty Sony Ericsson cell phone.
Oh, those old Sony erections.
So good. Well, anyway, what are your thoughts on it? You read it, eh?
Oh, I did. And I am. There was a lot of information that came out of it. Whether it's real or not, nobody knows. But like very, like you said, like super detailed, like where it's actually going to take place.
Helix cluster in Andromeda Galaxy.
That's right. And the thing is they were saying, or the guy was saying that it's like massive. Like where the game's actually going to take place is approximately 4 times the size of previous Mass Effect games.
Which is amazing.
The games are massive already.
Already, I was gonna say, it's how can you get any bigger? Yeah, don't
No.
touch that. Don't touch that
Dude.
at all.
Dude, all right.
Oh god.
Fine.
Hold on, digging. Deeper.
Swedish made penis
5
enlarger.
minutes. Oh god. So, anyways, there's that. Yeah, the size is gonna be like huge. Absolutely. Hey, I said don't go there. It's not my
It's already
fault.
there.
It's already there. Okay. Huge, massive. And it's in space,
It's up
so
in
it's
7.
not going to the race place. Never mind. But they're interesting. Do you see that leak that I read about the one of the modes they're going to be releasing? Horde mode.
Yeah.
Boo.
Well, yeah, but every like shooter, third-person shooter is going to have horde. They're going to have horde mode. Like they're even putting horde mode in Destiny.
Yeah,
with
and I'm
Prison
upset
of Elders.
about it. I'm just saying. I'm just.
It's a cheap ass throw in for multiplayer.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
It's kind of more for I think it's more for trophy whores
Yeah,
and achievement whores.
yeah.
I'm not one of those.
So, the thing is like, and there's also like information about the story that was kind of leaked too, because now that the Commander Shepard, all that shit or whatever, that the trilogy is done. Like basically what BioWare said, like there is nothing to do with Commander Shepard anymore. Like that story is finished, which is good because they left it on a good note. It was a really good trilogy.
Yeah.
But now they're saying like what you are going to be playing as is like a Pathfinder. Who the hell knows? Like whatever.
Whatever a Pathfinder is.
Yeah, apparently you're combat trained, like but you've got no experience. Like you've never been to war or any of that. So you're a trained guy, but you've never actually killed anybody.
Yeah.
So
That could lead
So
to
does that
an
mean you're gonna be-
interesting intro, like an
Well,
interesting intro?
You're going to
like,
be reduced to
character
tears on your first kill.
building. Yeah.
Oh God, what did I do?
He was just an alien. Don't worry. Humans already stereotyped.
but I mean, but the story too it's kind of, to me it sounds generic. Again, it's all speculation, but you're this guy you're this guy
This guy.
who is going out to find new areas to colonize humanity, right? Like you're looking out, which kind of made me think when I read that, like, okay, they're looking for new colonies for humans, but if you look back at the previous Mass Effect games, there was already tons of colonies. Like they were existing with other aliens. They had big citadels and ships and
But
stuff,
that's the thing.
right?
It's taking so far off as well. It's like way down the timeline.
Well, and that's the thing. Is it way down the timeline or is it before?
yeah, shit. That's a good call.
Right?
Well, if it was before, I think it would be better.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because then it's like the kind of, because that was the kind of thing I found in the trilogy was, we're already there. This is awesome. Like here, we're humans. We're new.
Yeah.
But we're still messing with your shit, and then like whatever, being humans and shitty. It'd be nice to see like why and how we got there. Like I mean, the first interactions and things like that.
I would really like that, and that's what I kind of got. Like, if this is all true, I think that's kind of what it'll be.
Yeah.
Because why would they be looking for new colonies when, like I said already, when they have all this shit? So
I also kind of think though, if the reason I was saying maybe like way after is maybe something like there was a crazy like breakdown. Humans did something real shitty and like
Like they
veered
did
off.
with this Earth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
History repeats itself.
that's
Gerb
a
is saying
good point.
it's definitely after. Are you saying that as a fact that that's what it said, or that's what you think?
Well, and he's probably right. It probably is.
Yeah.
It probably is after.
He's
but-
definitely quoting some material that we got off of somebody's Reddit that definitely may or may not know
Yeah.
what the game is about.
Yeah.
So the other part about this is it's saying you're going to you'll discover what remains of an alien race called remnants, who apparently hold the key to all the power in the galaxy. That sounds exactly like previous Mass Effect games already, because there was Sovereign and the Reapers, who were ancient alien species that held all the power in the galaxy.
Yeah.
It sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's nothing really that original. That's why I'm kind of slightly afraid of what they're gonna do, because I mean, that is such a dead like story to me, to most people.
Yeah.
But it depends on what they do, because like a lot of what I'm thinking is maybe they're just saying kind of this is a generic storyline, whatever. But what has Mass Effect always been about? Like character interactions.
Sure, that's right.
Right, so maybe they're just kind of going like, let's just like go with what we know has already kind of worked.
Yeah.
Kinda tweak it a little bit and go with the interactions, because what they're saying is what the guy was kind of saying in his Reddit post was like the conversation control and how in depth it is like way surpassed what it ever was. So you can do things like, instead of just being like, what's your opinion on this, and you just sit there and think like, I agree, I disagree. Oh, you disagree? Shit. Oh, you agree? Awesome. Instead, it's like, You can do actions like pull out your gun and point it at them and shit like that. So it's just like,
Who's gonna do that during every interaction?
every interaction, like, say, how's it going? Give me everything. What? I don't own anything. I'm homeless. Give me your skin them something.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do that during every single interaction, how are you gonna romance the bitches?
Oh man, they love that shit. You're gonna get some punk like like the character I had that before that had that crazy like
Not
punk-
Miranda. See, Gerb is
Yeah.
like getting the Miranda booty. You're not
Yeah.
gonna get Miranda with a gun.
Oh yeah, she'll love it.
Oh fuck.
I just,
Maybe
oh,
she's
but
into that kind
no,
of thing.
so terrible.
I guess.
She's like, oh yeah, you bad boy. That's
That-
getting weird.
Hey,
Martin. But yeah, speaking of like players though, like in interactions, like the survey also kind of hinted at the fact that there's going. Everybody say hi to Marty.
Yay!
That there's going to be 7 additional players on top of your player that like your main character that are going to be able to join the party, which is kind of neat. I think that's one more than Mass Effect 3 had. I think there was only 6 additionals in Mass Effect 3, but that's kind of cool. Whether like what I would like this, like I know their story, like in the previous games, like they're obviously focused on Commander she Shepard, but well, you never know. It could be both.
Could be both. Same time.
It would be kind of neat if you had the opportunity to play as other characters, I think.
Yeah. Instead of just controlling them.
Yeah, because I think because obviously like the story behind the backstory and everything behind Commander Shepard was awesome, and even all the other characters, there's a lot of lore there. But I felt that like I had to go out of my way to understand the other characters. Where I think that if you had the opportunity to be able to play as those other characters, you might get a first kind of person experience and like
Yeah,
you know.
but it's kind of the same argument that I would have against like with Final Fantasy 15 and being like you can play other players is I just don't want to detach from one player and all of a sudden I have all of these stories now and all these different characters and I might detach from the main story.
Yeah, no, I hear
Possibly,
you.
but the
I
guys,
hear you.
they
Yeah,
have such good backstories though. Like in
No, I know.
in like 1, 2, and 3, great backstories.
Plus, I have a feeling it might ruin the the trilogy with your story and connecting your stories.
No, I know, but this is new. Like the trilogy's done. Mass Effect 1, 2, 3 is done. This is
I
an
know, but they're
opportunity for
making
them.
another trilogy. So that,
Do we know that for sure that it's going to be a trilogy?
not for sure.
Exactly.
Just like any of these things they're talking about now, we don't know if that's for sure either. It's all speculation.
No, I know. Like I just think that if they were to, I like the trilogy idea. I like them. I like having that beginning and end. Like this is what's going to happen in 3 games. But I don't know. I think starting fresh like this, and that's my next point. Actually, I'm going to jump to it quick. That I don't think they're going to call it Mass Effect 4.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Well, they won't call it Mass Effect anything. I think it'll just be. I think it's just gonna be something. I don't know, the Pathfinder trail.
Well, and especially if they're going to keep with the trilogy kind of format,
Yeah.
that I think it would be kind of silly to call it Mass Effect 4.
Just make it like
It's
awesome and just call it Origins. That always opens up doors for terrible.
Yeah, they just
shit.
did that for Dragon. Well, they just did that for
Origins,
Dragon
new game.
Age. Yeah.
Well, it'll be like Dragon Age Inquisition. They'll think of something new. They'll start a new series. It's the next gen. I feel like a lot of next gen games are dropping the numbers. They're just coming out with titles, right? So
Yeah. Gerb, that was the most least creative name ever.
the most least,
Most least.
the most
Not
least
even-
creative game.
Most least
Or game.
creative. Yes, that is correct. Valiant effort, my friend. Valiant effort.
What about online play? What do you think it'll mean? You think it'll actually be like, hey, like 3, where you can go in and have like fucking death matches and awesome, have a bunch of teamwork, or do you think it's just gonna be, hey, you can look at your phone and follow your guy when you do stuff, and it's technically online?
No, there'll be multiplayer. There was multiplayer in the other
the
ones.
third one is really good.
Yeah.
Multiplayer in the third. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, but they didn't confirm it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think.
Have multiplayer.
It'll be like
They just can't fuck it up.
There is no online aspect to this game whatsoever.
No, not at all.
It'll be like Watch Dogs, where your guy can invade the game and use his phone. Maybe.
Maybe.
Put that in there too.
They got to do something different. They got to do something different with it. And I would like them to kind of think outside of the box. Like this is supposed to be like a futuristic, like everything is. I got nothing. It's futuristic. It's futuristic.
Futuristic. I got nothing.
I got nothing. But they got to. I think they have to do something different with it because although the multiplayer was good in Mass Effect 3, all the multiplayer is the same. You either get horde mode or you get deathmatch.
Yeah.
Do something. You're in space in like the year 4042,006.
Capture the jetpack.
Capture the jetpack.
What?
Cat for the jetpack.
Fuck.
of-
Gerb wins for the worst name. You win for the worst idea.
I love it. But speaking of that, it's got to be totally new. Some of the stills that they're showing.
Yeah.
First thing I thought, Spartan-esque. I was like, that looks like a Spartan suit. You got to change it to make it look totally different.
Yeah.
I was pissed already.
Mass Effect meets Halo.
Yeah, I was like, that's the first idea I had. I was like, that kind of looks
like
like what
Mass
Spartan
Halo?
would wear.
We'll call it
Like
Malo.
Like a Malo.
Malo. Yeah.
Master
Sounds like a
Chief
terrible
one-on-one against Shepard.
That's right. See? Malo, Gerb. That's how it's done.
Make it awkward. It's great.
That's all right. Yeah, well, again, it's kind of fun just to speculate, but all this is probably complete. I'd say most of this is bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say
Well,
most of it.
Yeah, most of it will be. I think maybe at least, hopefully, one or two things.
They're not-
maybe kind of comes out of
But
it.
really,
The only thing
like-
that's true is it will come out.
Yeah.
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 Why do you bother sending out a survey to somebody when you know it's going to end up online? Here, keep this a secret.
Well,
Don't tell
it's,
anybody.
you know what, and it's not bad. It's not bad marketing though. I mean, although Mass Effect doesn't really need any more marketing, but
They could just be pulling our leg.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
We're actually
Why not?
making Plants vs. Zombie 12.
Well,
Gotcha.
No, had enough.
That's how a lot of porn happens, right? Keep this a secret, and then just throw it online.
Are you talking about revenge porn? That's terrible.
It's actually
What's
against.
wrong with you?
It's against the law in the UK now.
What, porn?
No, revenge porn.
Oh, revenge porn.
Yeah, revenge porn. Because all that.
That's not Australia.
Well, there was that. Yeah. There was that website where you could. That was the whole point. Was revenge porn. You can send
called like girlfriend revenge.
something like that. Yeah. The guy ended up going. He's going to jail for a bunch of years, and now it's actually against the law to submit revenge porn. So.
Thank you, Justin, for that information.
You're welcome. You are welcome. Further
Back to video games.
porn. No, why not? Hey,
And we're back.
I got to throw in my little thing. It was Debbie Does Dallas was the first episode.
Yes, yes.
Let's go for revenge.
Anyway, I think we're going to learn a lot more about Mass Effect 4, at least a little bit more
think sooner
at
than later.
E3. No, it'll be at E3. E3 is only a month and a half away, so yeah, it's coming. So other big news this week: new PS Vita.
No.
No, not new PS Vita. So what happened was there was a trademark that was filed. Sony filed a trademark, and it was the images and stuff in the trademark was of a PS Vita, and it looked like there was an additional port on it for HDMI out. It looked like it was a little bit thinner, and everybody, including us, was tweeting and on IGN and GameSpot. They were like, "Yeah, new Vita coming out. Sony just trademarked it." Yep. Not true. Not true at all.
Not true at all.
Nope.
Nah.
It was what's called a positional trademark. Basically, all it was is literally that, like positional trademark, saying that we are trademarking where our buttons are allowed to go on a handheld system.
No.
Like where the triangle, like the actual face buttons, everything. That was it. That was what it was. But everybody blew it up. The internet was just like, we're gonna get a new Vita.
And why the hell did they not do this earlier?
And why did
Do
anyone
what?
care?
Well, why wouldn't they trademark this earlier?
Oh, I don't know. That's actually a really
A few years after the Vita comes out, we are going to trademark where the buttons are.
Yeah, I don't.
Jessica fuck.
I don't understand.
Fuck.
Jessica. Gerb. Nightbot hates you.
He's forever fighting with Nightbot.
I know.
Ever. This is even battle.
Nightbot wins.
With it, with it obviously not true. Do we need another Vita?
No.
Not
Fuck
at
right
this
off.
time.
Especially when your phone has the same power capacity. What the hell? Why?
I wouldn't say another Vita. I would just say a redesign. Maybe put double triggers.
I would
That is the only
honestly-
thing that pissed me
I would
off.
honestly say
Yeah.
something weird, like go with, like I was saying, like the phones nowadays are so goddamn powerful. They have such amazing screens on them. Like, just maybe make some sort of stupid adapter that just you slap your phone in and you can play your games on.
They tried that already.
Yeah, but
They've done it a few. Yeah, they've done it a few times.
Yeah, but it'd be like it would be worth it now though. It wouldn't
See,
be like a shitty phone.
I don't mind the idea of doing like what you said, Marty, about doing a redesign and adding in the other triggers, because now with the remote play features in the PS4 becoming so popular,
Yeah,
Starting
it's
to piss
hard-
me off
it's
'cause I
hard to
can't-
play PS4 games with that Vita right now as it is.
It's hard for
Yeah.
me to do my X-ray when I'm playing Mortal Kombat X. Where the fuck is
It's actually
fucking
on the
R2?
front.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
on the back.
Oh, it worked for me on the front.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
that's actually a really good idea. I like that. Not that I have a Vita, because I had two and then I sold both of them because I hate it. But
I got the Vita and the TV, and
I like it better now that I got my PS4 because it can play games
whatever.
wherever.
Yeah.
it's awesome.
So
It's a good idea.
I think
Redesign would be nice though.
I'd rather do that. Like what other? I think they should get rid of like the touchpad on the back. Is it ever used ever? Like I found it in such an awkward spot that games that did support it when I did have my Vita, I'd always fucking touch it or I'd stroke against
Apparently
it. all
with
the
the
time.
slim model, it's a little bit better. It's
Is it?
positioned better. It's a smaller one, so you kind of have to. It doesn't get in the way as much, but
Mm.
it's still pretty useless because they don't use it that much in games. It's only for like Pat was saying with the back touch or the R2 and L2. It's usually in the back, but I don't know. I think they started switching it to the front too, so that's
like
kind of nice.
like
Yeah.
like speaking of the touch though, it's because it's just basically the same thing that's on the DualShock 4. Do you guys think that this is a little off, but do you guys think they're going to keep that touch on the DualShock 4? Because nobody's fucking using it.
Yeah, I was using that shit at all. I type with it, kinda.
Yeah.
What do you mean you type with it?
You use it to scroll.
Oh, that's what.
the
Oh, yeah.
circle.
Okay. No, I
Yeah, use
just.
it for.
I use the motion to type.
I tried. I just, man, I'm old. I just use the D-pad.
That drives me nuts. Actually, I'm even worse. I just like can't handle it, so I have a keyboard plugged into my PS4. All
Which
the
is
time.
not a bad idea. Actually, you can buy. I was at GameStop a couple of weeks ago, and on the PS3 years ago, they had a little text pad that you could
that
attach to
fucking
it.
Still got one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I still have mine too. Yeah, it's out for the DualShock 4. You can go buy it right now. It's $30.
Does it glow?
I don't know.
Because
It might.
that was the downfall of the PS3 when it didn't glow, so you can't play in the dark if you're using it because you can't see what you're typing.
It does glow. It does glow.
It
It's
does
got
glow?
yeah. It's backlit.
Okay.
It is
Or a
backlit.
headlamp.
That's good.
Yeah,
While you're-
headlamp.
That'd be awesome.
A miner's hat.
This is a fucking cap. Like, yeah.
I just think there's a lot of things that they could probably add to the Vita without making a new one.
Yeah. Like just make some sort of an aftermarket thing where they just kind of clip it on and it feels more like a controller. Because that's the only thing about playing the Vita for any extended period of time longer than like 10 minutes. Your thumbs start to get sore because you're in this awkward, narrow position. If you at least had like some sort of attachment that kind of made it feel a little bit
How
more
are you
like a
playing
controller.
games?
You have no idea.
We don't all have small hands
Hey,
like you.
it's talent.
Small hands.
Little
Talking about me, I got bitch hands.
True. This is true.
See, mine are awkwardly big, so I play. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Like a
No.
T-Rex.
Like a T-Rex. That's my life. I'm just kidding.
You're making fun of my tiny arms again.
No, those are just
When don't
really
we?
thin. There's
Yeah.
a difference.
Thanks.
I saw
They're
those-
long.
I saw
So,
those pictures, they were kind of cool.
all right. So that was a really quick conversation because nobody cares about the Vita, right?
I do.
I enjoy my Vita.
Nobody cares about Marty or Pat.
Philly does.
Do you guys want to
Back me
Do
up.
you guys want to save goats for later?
Save goats for later.
Save goats.
Yeah.
Goats is chaos.
Have you
All
met
right.
the goat once?
I mean,
What? I said save the damn goats. Save the goats.
All right.
You know what we're gonna do?
Moving on.
fucking
Wait,
goats.
actually,
Moving on.
no introduction. Everyone, shut up.
Shutting up.
Shut
no
up.
intro necessary.
Shutting
Already
up.
got a boner.
Shh.
I pooped a little.
This is the greatest moment of my life. This is the Battlefront trailer. No, what?
Better than Halo.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I might be able to drive one of those.
You will be able to drive
I
it.
know, I'm super excited about it. Or one of those fucking ATS.
You actually, you will be able to.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
There's actually only one vehicle in this entire trailer that you cannot drive, and it shows up right at the beginning.
Better have captain's jetpacks.
Which one? This one?
No, it's at the very, very, very.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only one you can. The AT-ATs you can drive.
Add.
This game will be good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like dice.
Y-Wings inbound.
Air combat, airstrikes. Yep. Super happy with that.
Hey, you can call them the Y-Wings.
Yeah. Get your ass up right now.
Eat it.
Why is my throat starting to feel sore? I wonder why.
Dicks.
Why? Because of this motherfucker right here. I'm gonna bust your shit up. Air combat. I'm really excited about that.
Boba Fett.
Millennium Falcon.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
So good.
Yeah, they have to close with that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Well, they did the exact same thing with the actual with the movie trailers.
yeah.
They're like, oh, epic trailer.
Millennium Falcon.
And Han Solo really old.
Yeah. Oh, and
Apparently,
You
the stream is offline.
So for those of you who have been living under a rock for the last couple of days, that was the Star Wars Battlefront trailer.
Hey, we got a dick reference counter. Hey.
Hey!
hey.
There's got to be more than that already. Come on.
Yeah,
It's been like
that's true.
4 million in this past like 20 minutes.
Most of that was off camera.
Most, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
true.
It's weird that we talk about dicks even on and off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a little
And
awkward.
around your butt.
What? So,
Exactly.
I guess a lot of people is concerned with it. Being that Dice is most famous for the Battlefield series.
Yeah.
A lot of people are concerned that it's going to be a Battlefield game with a Star Wars skin.
Yeah, let's be a Battlefield port. That's what I'm mostly concerned about.
Yeah.
That is also kind of false because they did confirm that you can switch between third person and first person.
That is true. That is true. And the nice thing though that because Lucasfilms owns the rights to pretty much everything Star Wars.
So Disney.
Yeah, Lucasfilms gave Dice permission, basically, and all their archives, like their old Star Wars archives, videos, notes, you name it, basically gave Dice everything. Plus, also took a lot of the Dice developers to the locations where all the Star Wars movies were shot. So, and while they were there, basically said, "This is why we shot this. This is why we shot this." And so they've been working on this game for a long time. So Dice has basically said this is going to be the most authentic and realistic Star Wars game ever created, which is a pretty big
This is a pretty
statement.
bold
That is,
statement.
yeah.
That's why I'm worried.
really
man.
excited.
I'm excited because either way, I love the Battlefield games.
Yeah.
And I like because with Hardline, I
Oh.
started to cry. I didn't want to play that anymore. But the fact that they're kind of going back to the roots where it's like, all right, 1 million people, it's definitely just war based. It's not you're driving an SUV with gangster music in it. Why do bad guys always listen to gangster music? I
They
don't
should
get it.
actually put gangster music as you're driving the AT-ATs. That would be great.
It would have to be incredibly slow.
Yeah.
So we're just like, I don't know, Rick Rolling. That'd be That'd be awesome.
There's nothing wrong with Ricky Astley.
Just pew pew, fucking shooting people. That's what I'm most worried about. Is that I hope this is not a port, but with the things you can pick out from from the trailer, though. I mean, Air is gonna be awesome.
Yep.
So Air is back.
Yep.
With a fucking vengeance. The fact that there's big ass vehicles, you're not restricted to like just a speeder and
Yeah.
maybe a couple fast ships. It's like no.
But there's only-
and you probably have like 12 guys in there shooting off the sides and shit.
Yeah, but the use of the AT-ATs and stuff and all the bigger vehicles are limited based on the map.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, because there's one map that they said it's called the Walker Assault, which kind of gives away Walker that you're going to be driving
kidding.
AT-ATs or ATSTs, right? So, which I kind of like. Like, I don't know if I would like it as much as if you could be ripping around on these things on any map. It's a vehicle map, just like you're going to have in any other multiplayer.
Oh, yeah.
It's a vehicle map. But and with their air battles, like I love it. But at first I was thinking, I'm like, well, it's Star Wars, right? Like, it's space, so they're gonna have space battles. They're not having space battles.
That's bullshit.
No, they wanted to keep all the battles within the atmosphere. And I kind of understand it because they're like, look, if we wanted to make a space dogfighting game, we would make a space
Yeah.
dogfighting game. It's just like we wanted to make a multiplayer game where you can visit the planets and stuff that are like well known for Star Wars, and they can focus on that. And I really like that because if they started going what if you're on the ground, right, and you're in Hoth and you're doing this huge battle, and all of a sudden you take your ship and you leave the battle,
I'm out, guys.
and then
Fuck
you go to space. Then what?
Then you stop by on Tatooine.
Yeah. So
That's okay. You're leaving the battlefield. 5, 4, 3. Oh shit!
They kind of did that with Warhammer.
Self-destruct.
yeah. So I kind of like how they're keeping it within the planet, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
Rocket packs. Everybody's got a rocket pack. If it ends up being like COD,
You know, every time
I'm
you
gonna shoot myself.
bang on the table, it comes out through here.
I know that's the point. Just kidding. But anyways, I'm like
They should have Rocketeer as a DLC.
rocket. That helmet. Yes.
And then they should start playing Rocket Man, and then they'll have Elton John just.
You have an Elton John. So you have a Rocketeer helmet with an Elton John suit with
Rocket
glasses
Man.
on and a jetpack.
Burning
But
out the
I'm
And pod racing.
hopefully I hope it's just kind of like a booster pack where you can kind of like float up a bit. It doesn't kind of make it like a COD's exosuit where you can just all of a sudden have all these unlimited things you can go to now.
Well, I think usually the jetpacks were more of a like hover base.
Like a hover
wasn't
base.
wasn't more flight because like from the Star Wars universe when you had Boba Fett, he would mostly be like it would be to get to higher areas, not to
Yeah.
fly around.
Oh yeah, exactly. And
It's
that's
not like
I
I
was
can
gonna say
show you the world. Fuck no.
That's what I want. I want 'em- that's
Rest
what
in
I
peace,
want. I want
Robin
it just to be
Williams.
little booster packs, and you can kind of go up little places and shoot rockets at people.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you a good scapegoat though. At the same time, be like, oh fuck, I'm out here. I'm like, stop. Yeah. But then there's like, what?
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say there's like heroes too, which is gonna be interesting.
And villains.
And villains.
And villains. Villains play a big part.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what I mean sort of more by just heroes. I mean, like, Darth Vader, Boba Fett. You can play all those people.
Yeah, but only at certain points during the match.
Yeah, so that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It'll be kind of interesting to see what they do with that.
Well, what
your
they've basically said so far is at a point during a particular battle, someone I don't know whether or not they've died or not yet, but someone will spawn as one of the major villains in the Star Wars universe. So at some point, somebody's going to spawn as Darth Vader, but someone is also going to spawn as Han Solo at some point. And the way it works is Darth Vader is going to be like the boss of the map. So everyone that's on the opposing team has to go and basically kill Darth Vader, while the rest of the people on that team are trying to protect Darth Vader. But Darth Vader's a badass; like he can kill everything in one shot. So you got to really work as a team to make that work. And on the flip side, at the same time, you'll have like Luke Skywalker or Han Solo or something on the other side, and they're the boss for the opposing team. So again, whether or not that like the map is going to start off with these two bosses and you're protecting this dude, or if all of a sudden like Darth Vader is going to start in the middle, I don't know, but I like that.
I think it's sweet.
I think it's a really good
Terrible
idea.
if you spawned as Jabba the Hutt. You're just like, fuck, I got him again. We're fucked. We're fucked, guys. I can't
Eat
do shit.
Jabba Wonka.
I just eat shit. I don't even understand. I'm choking bitches for some reason. That's my main special move.
No, the
That's right.
bitches choke him.
I don't know,
That's
it
true.
chokes him, but yeah, you like, remember that scene? He's like yanking on her. He's like, I'm like pulling on her.
You play a really good Jabba.
I'd feel
Scrawny
bad
bastard.
for the guy who spawns as Jar Jar Binks. I would feel
Oh,
really
no.
bad for that
All he'd do
person.
is just be like, how do I just? Done.
You would get
I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna lose.
I hope they pretend that character never existed.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I would see rage quits all over the place with that.
Yeah, speaking of that, the one issue I have with the game is the damn price point.
again,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I think
EB
that's
Games is pre-ordered at $79.99, which is even more than our $74.99 that we were complaining about.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's fucking ridiculous.
again, man. We can complain all we want. We're still gonna pay you the $79.99 to
I don't
buy this
want to,
game.
though.
No, I don't want to either, man. It sucks.
I guess we're getting it digitally because it's actually $69.99 digitally.
Really, for once, it was cheaper.
Right now, I
Thank
think
God, they
it's
listened.
$69.99.
They must have been listening to
Still
our
expensive for
Gamescast.
They must have.
That
been.
must have been it.
They definitely listened to the
You're
Gamescast.
first place for video game news.
No, it's
Right
not.
here. Just kidding.
Don't lie.
I'll make
Not
that
even a
claim.
little bit.
Don't
Never.
When we get there, maybe, but for now.
Even then, I'll be like, no. I'll just
No,
myself.
no.
You know what? Let's go back to I think it was Marty or that you mentioned earlier about being able to switch from third person to first person, back and forth.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, it does, but I'm kind of curious to see what DICE is going to do with a third person view because everything is first person for them forever and life. Like that's all they've ever done.
I hope it doesn't look like Fallout.
Oh. Well, and that's a really big concern, though, because graphically this game already looks awesome. If you're going to fuck up the game
Yeah.
with animations that look anything like Fallout in third person.
Like he's moonwalking the whole time.
Yeah. I as much as there's some
Michael
people,
Jackson, go.
as much as there's some people that, I mean one person in the world that doesn't like first-person shooters, I almost would rather them just keep it first person. Honestly, I would.
I just don't know what they're going to do with the third. I think maybe is it with every, doesn't matter what character you are, whatever, if you're a support, whatever,
From-
you can always go to third.
From my understanding, you have the option to switch between third and first. I could be wrong, but
Because the reason I would want to go to third is for if you are Darth Vader.
I was gonna say,
it'd be like a
fuck.
hack and slash, and you want your third person to see guys
Lightsaber
around
battles.
you and lightsaber battles.
Yeah.
First person lightsaber battle would be fucking boring.
Yeah, you're like,
or what was that game that was on
that's all you
Wii?
see.
Red Steel.
Oh yeah, right,
Red
yeah.
Steel. Yeah.
Red Steel.
Steel one
That
and
game.
two.
That
game was ridiculous.
It was a great idea, but just super
poorly
poorly
Red
executed.
Steel
Yeah.
2 was actually pretty.
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
I heard it was a lot better. But nobody likes the Wii.
Yeah.
The other thing that DICE has done with the Battlefield series is there's always been a class system in terms of the multiplayer, right? There's no class system at all for Battlefield. Like, there's not, like, support, there's not heavy, like, there's nothing.
Can we go back here for 1 second?
Yes, we may.
Gerb actually says GTA is third and first person, and it works great.
Yeah, but it was third person first, and then they threw in the first person
So
after.
that's probably what DICE has to do. Is
Yeah.
Because the Battlefield 1 and 2 were third person. I don't
Yeah.
think they're going to use any of the same engine, but they might have to rework something to make third person their priority and then switch it to first.
Yeah. Okay. If they were to be designing the game with third person in mind first, and first person second, because honestly, like first person is a lot of easy. Like,
Yeah, they'd
Yeah.
have to. They'd have to do it that way. They'd have to think third person first.
yeah, they
I
could
mean,
be
it is DICE. They're not used to it.
right because that's
But
because
they could pull it off.
GTA. He's right. GTA did work. Did work well, but it was third person first, right? So that if they did that, okay, fine. And then
back to what you were saying.
what the hell was I saying? Class system. There isn't any. There isn't.
Yeah, that's fucked. Because classes is key to me. I
Well,
love classes.
what they're doing is it's a partner system. So you can have basically like during the match, you could have a partner spot. I don't know exactly. This is what I'm speculating that they basically said there's a partner system, and your partner that you're partnered with, you guys can share gear and share weapons. So I don't know how they're going to do that, because apparently your partner can spawn on you, and if your partner's got a gun that you want, your partner can give you that gun, and you guys can swap gear and everything in the middle
Yeah.
of a battle.
Would we just partner, or would you think it would make it entire squad based? You'd be
I
able
don't
to do
know.
that with your squad.
They called it a partner system,
Yeah, that's fine.
so I'm assuming it's 2 for partner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be like the two thing is awesome, but there's a lot of times where, well, you have a shitty partner, or they just drop out, and then you're sitting there with nothing, and you're like, for fuck's sakes.
Quitality?
Just
They should do a
quitality.
quitality.
Just
Just heads explode.
Has anyone ever experienced a fatality yet?
No.
I've not seen it.
I was watching a stream today, and there was a guy online that dropped out, and because the screen basically went black, and the guy's like, "What the fuck?" Everything, like, the guy quit. He's waiting for the quitality. Nothing. He just went to a black screen and went out. So I don't know if it's maybe buggy, because Mortal Kombat's been a pile of shit since launch, like on PC at least.
Yeah, well, that explains it.
Yeah. It angered me. I can't remember who I was talking to. Yeah, I was talking to you guys yesterday, because I put so much time into Mortal Kombat X on PC, and I popped it in on PS4, and I'm like, damn it! Like, I got to do everything again.
Yes, you do.
Whose fault is that?
No, I know. No, I know it's my fault, but it's a good thing the game is good, because I actually don't mind going through it again. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so at launch, when the game comes out, there's going to be 4 planets. They said 4 planets. There's going to be Endor, Hoth, Tatooine, and Sullust. Solist. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but there's going to be 4 planets. I think that doesn't mean there's going to be 4 maps. There's probably going to be multiple maps per planet.
Yeah.
I think if they do that, if they do at least 2 or 3 maps per planet, I think that's a good chunk of content
I feel like
for
it's good for a starting point.
a launch. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet, there's Endor. We can have Ewoks.
Wait, what? Sorry, I was only half listening. I was reading chat here. Sorry.
Goro knows down.
That's awesome.
He was waiting for a Mortal Kombat reference to bust out something about Goro.
The one thing that I really like that Dice put on Twitter yesterday or today, and they did and the interview they did with IGN was that they've said we are not holding anything back holding it back to release on DLC content, like a lot of publishers and stuff are doing. Like everything that we can possibly release, like we are going to have at launch. If it's something that we have announced or talked about that we're going to try to get to at launch, if we can't get it at launch, we're not going to make you pay for it later. Like,
About damn time.
yeah,
Yay!
and we need it, and it's
That's why it's $80.
That's why it's $80.
and that's yeah, like we need a big publisher to start doing that because we're getting
His DLC is bullshit.
Coming from EA, well, it's not really EA. It's kind of EA, but
it's EA
well, that
Oh.
surprises me because they were the first ones
to start that. Yeah, I know.
So maybe they're. Oh, I take it back.
Microtransactions, yay!
Well, yeah, so what's the main story about it? Are they doing it like
I don't know.
1942 and Battlefield 2 where there's no like story mode? It's just
I
online?
I
Which
don't
I'd
thi-
be totally okay with.
I don't think there'll be a story. I really don't.
I don't think
I
it needs
thought,
one.
I thought what I
Didn't
had
have
seen.
storage, did
I
they?
thought what I had seen was that it was supposed to tie together the end of Return of the Jedi up to the new movie.
Maybe. I don't
That's
know.
what I had read.
I don't.
That it was supposed to fill in the gap.
This is one of those games because normally I'm a story
would be
guy.
awesome.
I think it would be good. I think that would be really great too. But
Because they kind of need to, because it's fast forwarding a whole bunch of years.
Yeah.
They have to come up with it somewhere. And the fact that Lucasfilm has opened up the archives for them to.
That's true.
They have to have some sort of the storyline continuing through it.
yeah, I think
Valid point.
it's honestly I don't care. Like as much as I love Star Wars, the movies, the lore, all the characters, this is one of those games where I honestly wouldn't care if there wasn't a story.
I'll probably play like it'll be like when I got Battlefield 3.
Yeah.
I did not play. I played the single player for about 20 minutes, and I was like, no, I need to fly a chopper right the fuck now.
I don't want them. Obviously, there's been a lot of Star Wars games that have been out over the years, but I don't want to know really in between what's happened. Like the story right now in the movies to me is enough. It's enough for me. I don't. Yeah.
So a 20-year gap is fine with you.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
I
Yeah.
can see you're okay. I can see why a lot of people wouldn't be though. at the
No,
same
I
time.
know. I know.
Like, I mean,
I just don't want them to butcher it. That's
It's
all.
probably not going to give you all the way up to the opening credits of the new fucking movie. It's
Yeah.
probably going to just hint towards stuff that happened.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously everything's going to have to have changed quite significantly in 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, so
And a lot of Star Wars shit's happening right now. It's kind of all tying together a little bit.
So, it's coming out though this year.
I know.
I know.
Of course, you saw it. In that like the second
November,
trailer or
right?
whatever.
yeah.
November 17th. It's out. Yep. November
That
17th.
trailer had such a odd boner for.
Dick reference number 2.
Yeah,
Dick reference.
where's the
Count
counter?
it.
Where's
Count
the
it.
counter?
Dick reference.
Yeah, but the thing is, Chewie didn't age a goddamn day.
What is he supposed to age like?
He's
What,
supposed to look
Chewie?
like
Great.
He's supposed to look like Harry from Harry and the Hendersons or something terrible like that.
He morphs into
decrepit,
Alf.
Just something. Maybe a gray streak.
It'll be awesome.
Like, but it'd be like his gray streak would be like on his shoulder.
The gray
or
streak
something.
down the back.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
be awesome.
Oh, I can't wait for that game. I think it's going to be.
I want to shave him though a little bit.
What are you guys? What are you guys gonna buy it for?
Looks like sheep. That's a good fucking question. Sorry, but
I know.
That's what we want to know.
Stupid question for you and Marty. But what are you guys gonna buy it for? What console or system or PC?
PS4, obviously.
I'm not.
if I buy a rig, which I'm going to,
Yeah.
I'll buy it for PC.
I will not buy it for PS4.
Well, I will just hear him complain that the PC version has so many bugs.
and I gotta do it over again on my PS4.
Okay, Josh, you gotta-
I will not. I will. No, I'm not buying it for the fucking X-Bone. No, Gert.
X-Bone.
You know what? I'm gonna come to your channel and I'm gonna return that $1, you bastard. No, I'm buying. Man, I'm PC all the way, man. I'm definitely buying on PC. What do you mean no dick
Oh,
reference?
come on!
Agreed. Valid point. So, Star Wars Battlefront is going to be awesome. Trailer's up right now. Go check it out. IGN's got it. It's coming out November 17th this year, tentatively, because everything else gets delayed. I don't think they will.
Well, it's hard to say. Like, if they are going to release everything at launch, it would be
I'm
expected that there might be a delay or two.
I'm okay with the delay. Delays
I
don't
can live with it.
delays don't bother me as long as it's not like 6 months or they don't fuck it up like Drive Club. So,
Still waiting for that free version that's not coming out.
it's not coming. No, man,
I
Drive
know,
Club free
bastards.
version is not coming. No,
They
don't.
promised us.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
They should give us something. You know what? No, fuck it. They don't need to give us anything for it.
Whatever.
It's a year and a half ago. I mean, get over it. So,
I don't pay for racing games.
on that note, we are going to soon be talking about goats, but not right now because we're going to take a break.
Goats.
Goats.
Coming up next. I'm not even going to do that.
No, don't. This is one of those
Goats,
times.
one
I want Gerb in on
Oh,
this.
God.
One.
No, that's not the right one. Goats. Say bye.
All I can think of is like that the talking goes.
I prefer the ones where they're screaming to "Living on a Prayer."
Living on a prayer. Okay, you guys.
You're halfway.
You guys start. You guys start. I'm looking for the screaming goat.
Because that even just the one with Bon Jovi, it's like 30 seconds. Get
shit.
that one in.
That is hilarious.
That's awesome.
So the other day we were kind of a
That's hard.
long day of streaming and playing some Mortal Kombat. All I could see in the chat was just constantly is Goat Simulator. I'm like, me and Josh, what the fuck is Goat Simulator? Once again comes up, Goat Simulator, check it out. And I'm like, all right. Then I see one of our followers, Gerb. Goat Simulator, come watch me. Gerb, do a more. Gerb, do a more. Gerb, do a more. And we're like, fuck it, let's watch it. That is the most spastic, fucked up goddamn shit I've ever seen.
My brother told me it was actually a Steam game first.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was.
A year
It was.
ago.
First announced
Well-
it, I thought it was fake. I thought it was
So did
It
I.
was announced on April 1st.
Yeah.
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 I thought it was fake too. And the thing is when it came out, it was selling at like full retail price, like $59.99 on Steam.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
For a fucking goat?
yeah. I couldn't
For
believe.
a goat that has like a crazy fucking toad tongue, just slapping at things, and all of a sudden
You
just,
can
like,
take
have
down a
seizure.
helicopter with your tongue.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching this video earlier, and this goat jumps off a car, and his helicopter is low, and he's like, ah! And he rips out a helicopter. I was like, what the fuck?
Funniest part I found about that game is like music, not that bad.
Yeah.
Sounds and commentary, also pretty good. When you like ran into random people, the comments they would say, fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Like,
I
I was
know.
like, this game is gold.
And it's now available on Xbox One and the Xbox 360.
Buy it.
Not PS4.
Oh.
No Sony consoles.
They don't joke around.
No.
We're all business.
Worth
Just kidding.
every penny. Every penny. Okay, wait. Haven't played the game yet. Gerb's stream last week,
Oh my god.
that makes me want to buy that game.
Funniest shit ever.
That was hilarious. So thank you, Gerb.
That's like
Thank you.
another surgery simulator. But just
Surgeon
goats.
Simulator.
Just
Like-
ridiculous. Somebody slapped it together in probably a couple days, and they're like, "How do we make
Okay.
a game just ridiculous
Yeah.
and put simulator at the end?"
Like, why did
Goats.
they make this? Like, did they they couldn't have had like a brainstorming session and be like, all right, guys, let's sit around this table and then who comes up with it? Let's make a goat simulator.
They're fucking high. I would to come up with something like that. You'd have to be on something.
Wait, what? It's only $15 now?
Oh yeah, of course. Buy it.
You can go out and buy yourself
Steam
a $30 fucking Xbox 360 and
A $30 Xbox
Let's buy it
360.
for Steam. Just
Actually, I
put it
got
on
a
there.
couple hanging around if you want.
That's awesome. $15
oh,
bucks.
now
That's not
Rendering of
bad.
Death.
No,
All right, so
only one of them is.
they,
Only one.
I had the same one
That's
for like
pretty
8
good.
years.
yeah,
One out of three.
I've only had one Xbox, and it's never died on me.
you guys all
I
suck.
still only got like 10 gigs on it. Like that's its max. I have like a
Let me
game on
rephrase
it.
that though. They all had Red Ring of Death, and I fixed 2 of them. So
First,
Badass. We got a badass over here. No, I'm just-
first one I had the 360 had the Ring of Death. I sent it back to Microsoft, and they sent me back another one, and I sold it. Then I won another one after that. What the fuck is that smirk for?
because I'm laughing at my own joke.
I had to send that back, sold it, and then I won one, had it for 2 days, Ring of Death again, sent it back to Microsoft. got it back, used it for a couple of weeks, Ring of Death again, sent it back to Microsoft, got it back and sold it. I have never had an Xbox 360 for more than 3 weeks working. Not
That's
one.
awful.
Yeah, it was
I
terrible.
want to throw it out of a moving vehicle
Yeah, I had thought
just to
about
see
it.
what parts come out.
I want to
of it.
like take it into my bed and cuddle it and just like pet it on the side and be like, it's okay.
You've done that already.
No.
I have
Put a
to.
goat face on
Put
it.
a goat
Tell you
face
when-
on
It's okay.
and just have like a soundtrack. You know, it's like you hit the little button on your radio. It says like whale noises. So, whoa! Then like this goat scream.
Okay, so they've made Goat Simulator. What other animals should they make simulators for?
I don't know if there's anything
Ostrich
that
simulator.
hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
Ostrich simulator.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god!
You would
I'm
run
saying
so fast.
Ferret simulator. That'd be pretty funny.
Oh man, I
All the things
misremember
you
my
call it,
ferret.
Yeah, dude.
The one that bit my ankles every fucking.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
ferrets
all they
do.
All they
I
do
know.
is
That's all they
bite.
do.
I remember I saw this,
They're
like,
worse
oh,
than
cute.
children.
Oh, fuck, man.
That would be. Oh, that would be hilarious.
It's, they're
why
not
they're
fun
worse.
bites. Ferrets don't have fun bites. They're not like.
No,
They're
they
not
don't.
playful.
They hurt.
I would take you down, but I'm small.
Yeah, they hurt.
Yeah, is that
wasn't
your
fun.
Achilles tendon? Yes,
I know.
Fuck.
They do fly pretty far when you kick them, so that could be the whole game.
Could be a sport.
You kicked a ferret?
No.
Ferret kicking.
Did you kick my ferret?
No.
Wonder, fucking hated everybody.
Just stop biting after.
That'll teach them.
Yeah, they should do like, Hey, dude, leave the ferret alone. What could they do?
Now goats is just such a high.
You know what?
That's the thing.
high
What
entry
else
point.
can actually rival goats?
Donkeys.
Nothing.
Monkeys. Oh, but yeah.
There's, well, they're just gonna kick people in the junk all the time. Oh wait,
Yeah.
that's not gonna work.
YOLO. Are we seriously watching goat?
Why the hell not? Yes! That's the one I was looking for.
That's like
can I do for you?
spawn of Satan right there. Yes.
He really doesn't want that guy to clean.
This is representing Goat Simulator entirely right now.
Wait.
Zapatero, ¿qué opina usted del gobierno de Zapatero?
Oh god.
¿Y qué opina usted? ¿Qué opina usted? ¿Y de los ayuntamientos de la isla?
Oh sweet lord.
All right, done.
Too many.
Done.
Yeah.
Too many. Or done. Okay.
Ducks. Ducks.
I am Duck Simulator.
So much rape involved. It's terrible.
What?
And flying self.
Do you guys not know how ducks operate?
Apparently not.
They have like this weird spiral penis that like it fucking flies out of them, and they are like notorious rape.
Add that to the
death.
dick counter.
That's what they do. Congrats.
We need that guy on this show. We need that guy on this show.
Wearing a Goro mask and we pissed.
Oh crap.
That was the
Okay, wait.
tangent
Before we,
ever.
no. Before we move on, explain this rape duck. I don't
Oh
understand.
man, no!
You
it's
said
like,
something about a swizzle penis.
just
and-
watch this. Who does it? It's just everything you need to know about ducks, and it's just all awful. This is a thing they do. Like they don't never ever Google duck penis. That's the worst.
Why
thing
did you Google duck penis?
Oh, dick counter.
Somebody told
Dick
me
count.
to.
Dick
Somebody
counter.
told me to, and I did, and it was awful. And I learned some weird things how ducks.
You fell for the blue waffle too, didn't you?
Yeah.
That one was like immediate. I was like, gross.
For all of you that don't know what a blue waffle is,
Oh God.
Google blue waffle. It's educational. It's fun.
Don't do it.
If you're new to the internet,
Okay, so a couple last things to talk about here. PS4 again, number one selling console in March. What is Sony doing right this generation? Like, what are they? How are they? I mean, they've in November. I think it was just November that Xbox One was on top. But yeah, like, how are they holding this? Like,
Better release date titles, man. That's all about it. That's it.
what do you mean release date titles?
Well, I mean, for example, like Xbox One is they're big titles.
Yeah.
Saber knows like Halo 5, and the anticipation for Battlefront, because Battlefront's being released first for the Xbox, and things like that. Oh, also Tomb Raider, a Rise of the Tomb Raider. You know, they got these big titles. They're not going to be out for like fucking another year or like the end of this year. How long is that console out? Those are the titles that people are anticipating, especially Halo. Everybody fucking Xbox, you think Halo.
Yeah, but they fucking already.
Uncharted.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, I mean, that's
Exactly.
Yeah,
what
I know, I
PS4 is
know.
waiting for.
But the thing with the PS4 is like they just kind of, I think that it was just the better release titles, and just they didn't fuck up either at the beginning. Like as soon as Xbox One, they fucked up so many times. They're like, oh, well, you have to have your thing on all the time, have it connect with it. And they're like, people are like, what? That's
Well-
retarded. PS4 never.
It's going to start
came
mapping
out
on my life.
with any of that. They're
Well,
just like,
and
yeah,
that's-
let's just have a PS4. You know, it'll be awesome. It'll look amazing. They focused on the points that mattered. It's like this shit's
That's right.
gonna look good.
Yeah.
And in
Good.
all honesty, that's really what everyone kind of
Well-
cares about when you're getting a new console. Xbox, we have like these new crazy features.
It's they got
Everything-
more first parties. That they have a lot of indies to fill the gap. Xbox is missing that stuff. So,
That's also another huge thing. We brought that up a while ago.
all right, you're up. Go ahead.
Everything that you just said, Gerb said before you in chat.
Where did he say all this?
So
Oh, fuck you, Gerb. We're running the goddamn show here. No, I'm just kidding.
that's all right. But he's right. But like, you guys are both right. Like, marketing it as a gaming console was probably the best thing that Sony's ever done.
Yeah. But this is for fucking gamers
They
here.
learned from
Yep.
the PS3 mistakes.
Yeah.
They didn't put
Yeah.
it at $700 to start.
Yeah. Well, they were cheaper to start.
Yeah.
They put it cheaper than Xbox to start. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Xbox
Now
did that
in
whole
Canada,
thing
it's
with
more money, but yeah.
Xbox did that whole thing with, oh, it comes with Kinect. Oh, you can buy it without Kinect. And
Well, no,
don't
it wasn't
know.
even that it comes
Like,
with
this-
Kinect. It was you had to have
Yeah.
Kinect for the console
And
to work.
telling anybody, telling any consumer that you have
to do
this
something?
when it's something you're really anticipating, it's like, fuck that. I want options. This is bullshit.
Agreed.
You're making me pay more when I really don't have to. That's ridiculous. Like the camera that came with the PlayStation is like, you can have it if you want. It'll make
Well,
it cooler, but
originally-
you really don't need it.
Originally, PlayStation was going to release it together, but they
Yeah.
wanted to put the price cheaper, so they had to do it separately.
Yeah.
It
Which was
worked
smart.
Out, it worked out in their benefit, and then the cameras still flew off the shelves, and they were hard to buy at first too. So it all worked out, I guess, for PlayStation.
I guess. But the thing is about having the like the title releases though is that the title releases that have supposed to have been big, huge ones, other than Bloodborne, which was obviously a huge success. But like the Order 1886, that was supposed to be a system seller. Suck balls. It was terrible. And then there was supposed to be Drive Club at launch. It was supposed to be a system seller. We still haven't seen our free version, and the one that's been released that people are paying for still is having problems with it.
Apparently, it's fixed now.
Okay, well,
Like a year later or whatever. It
exactly.
took way too long to fix the damn game, but it's fixed now.
The only, like, to me, the only solid titles that Sony has had, like exclusive titles, was Infamous, because that was released
yeah.
without a hitch, and it was awesome.
It was delayed. It was supposed to be a launch title as well, but yeah, it was still great.
Yeah.
It wasn't delayed that much.
No,
3
exactly.
months, I think.
And it was worth it.
It was worth it, yeah.
The delay was worth it. Yeah, like, that was, to me, it's still their biggest one.
Well, Bloodborne now.
Now Bloodborne, now Bloodborne.
And with that new patch coming out, or it's out now today, less wait times.
Yeah, but well, at first I had tweeted on the account that it was almost cutting it in half, but then I thought it's not cutting it in half because the wait times they were saying between still haven't got through Bloodborne yet, but between 35 and 40 seconds are your wait time between deaths and moving in between the hub there. They're cutting the wait times between 5 and 15 seconds.
Yep.
So you're still waiting a good considerable amount of time.
Oh, it's still nothing though compared to
Yeah.
just Urge to Kill. Rise.
Well, it's just like I can't believe
I'm
that
so frustrated.
we're still worrying about load times.
Yeah. I can see how they
can't
did it
believe
though,
it.
because they basically would load the entire fucking level, and it's massive, all in one shot. I'm like, man, I don't care if I have to pass through somewhere, and it's just like gives me a tiny bit of a jitter, and it's like loading, and you're like into it again. I'm like, that's all right.
Yeah, but what's
Okay.
the point of downloading it straight to your hard drive if you have to wait? Like,
Agreed.
That's
That's
exactly
exactly
it.
it. That's
It's like-
exactly
If you buy
it.
the disc, you're still downloading it to your hard drive.
Yeah, I know.
So it should be
know.
immediately faster and better. It's like, no.
So since Sony's been on top pretty much most of the time since launch last year, or the year before, like year before, yeah, year before. What do you guys think would give Microsoft the edge to start taking over the lead, consistently taking over the lead from Sony?
The only thing is now, I mean, Garib, you mentioned it's not about the games. I think it is. They're going to have these releases. Like I've mentioned, I'm going to buy an Xbox One just for Halo 5. So I think now it's up to, because they botched it.
Yeah,
on
but then I
the-
asked you last time you said that, and what are you going to do when Halo 5 is done and you finish it?
Well, like I said, I'll throw it out. But like,
I know,
Give it to
exactly.
me.
but I'm not going to
For the
return
record.
it. I'm just going to maybe sell it. But I bought it. They got their money.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, pass it around to the rest of
Yeah,
the
but they're not
show.
making
Halo 5.
they're not
Yeah,
making a
but-
shit ton of money on their hardware sales. They're expecting people to buy their hardware
And
to sell software.
which their software is lacking. But I am happy about State of Decay. I kind of want to get an Xbox for State of Decay now. Looks awesome.
No, it looks terrible. Okay, it's an awesome game. Like gameplay, the game looks visually terrible.
Yeah, but it's not always about visual.
No, I know.
Look at all the PS4 games that are visually terrible. They're 8-bit games and they're fantastic.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. I just think that it looks like it should look better. You know?
It looks like it.
No,
way
it
you
looks
better.
no. You know what I mean though? Like it looks
Yeah.
like it should be a graphically beautiful game, but it's just not.
Yeah, I know. It's a port. It's an up-res.
Yeah,
from
that's
a
right.
360 and PC game.
Right.
From like 5 years ago. So
Yeah, but look at the different like remakes and stuff they've done. Like look at Devil May Cry, the definitive edition. I just finished going through that. Dude, that game looks like a PS4 game.
okay.
Like, it's awesome. I think they should maybe like. I think the game looks fun. I've watched a lot of Twitch streams on it, but
Yeah.
I think they should have spent a little more time graphically on it at least. That's just my
I'm taking
opinion.
that
though.
shitty way out. I'm thinking it's gotta be the games that are gonna sell the consoles.
It is the games that are going to sell the consoles.
Well, that's what I mean. Now it's like they've fucked it up too much. So that's the only thing that's gonna
You need
save
more
them.
first-party content. You need more indies, I guess, too, to be on the console to, you know,
Like, they have a lot of
make
indies.
you want to you want to play games that aren't on the PS4. Why would I buy an Xbox when they have the same shit on the other system, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No, that's right.
I mean, the indie community has been growing on the Xbox, but it's still
The indie community is growing
Plus,
a lot
PS
still
Plus
on
is
the
awesome.
Xbox.
But compared to PS
Yeah.
Plus, yeah, PS Plus,
PS Plus
great.
is worth every penny.
Free
Yeah,
games.
but
Yeah.
again, Xbox isn't that far behind because you get free games now with their Xbox
Dude, but that's the
subscription.
thing,
Games
you're
last
ju-
2 weeks.
What's that?
Their free games last 2 weeks. They have 2 games that come out a month, and then it's like, okay, for the first 2 weeks we'll give you this game, and then the next 2 weeks we'll give you this game.
Yeah.
What's
Stupid.
wrong with that though?
and they're
Stupid.
Why is that stupid? Look, when was the
PlayStation
last
gets, like,
time?
5 or 6 games, and they release it for the whole month.
Okay, but when was the last time that, like, at the beginning of the month, can you honestly tell me that you waited more than 2 weeks to download those games, or at least put them
I
in
do
your
it day
library?
one. I do day
So do
one.
I, and so does 95% of PSN subscribers. They go onto their system, first Tuesday of the month, and they may not download them, but they'll put them in their library. So who gives a shit if they're there for 2 weeks or a month?
I guess so, yeah. It makes sense. But
Right.
they only have 2 games, and a lot of times it'll be like a shitty game that's, you know.
Excuse me for a second. My mother is trying to talk to me. Yes, Mom, can I help you? We're using my mom's house, by the way. I don't live with my mom. Mom! Well, like, half an hour? Are you okay? She needs to change her Depends, so.
I was waiting for like a sock or like
Yeah, I
a
know.
shoe to fly at you.
Yeah, I know.
It'd be funny.
It'll be actually nice to be able to do this at my place next week when I have real internet. So.
Well, I don't know. Go back to what I would before. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna defend Marty on that one, man. Like the fact
Yeah?
that you can only download for 2 weeks. Like, yeah, it's nice, but I mean, there's been times where I'm out of town. Yeah, I can do it with my phone, but maybe I don't want to look at my phone.
Maybe I don't want to look at my phone.
Sometimes, man.
That is just lazy!
90% of the population is.
What if I'm in
lazy-ass
China?
people.
What am I going to do then if I'm in China? I'm not going to pull out my phone and get data. You know, I go to China all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Business trips to China. What's he gonna do when he's in China?
Yeah.
Why are you flipping me off? I said nothing.
Look, look, I'm a Sony fanboy, okay? I'm not trying to defend the whole Xbox Microsoft thing here, but all I'm saying is that that Microsoft has learned a lot, and I think that they are going to put up a much stronger battle against the PS4 in the next year.
But right now, they're
I think
playing
it's gonna
too
be a lot
much
harder.
catch-up, man. They're they got to come up with something intuitive and awesome because right now they're playing catch up. PS4's got this like you can download free games
Yeah, but
every
it-
month. Okay, they're doing it. We should do it. Okay, they're doing this. Okay, we got to do it now. Like it's
Even when they do Halo, because Halo's going to come out, and then there's going to be games like Uncharted, which isn't coming out to the first half of 2016. And again, I'm kind of contradicting myself because I was saying I was defending Xbox here, but 2016 is going to be a big year for Sony because they've got Uncharted 4 that's going to come out right at the beginning of 2016, and Sony has said that the Project Morpheus is going to be out the first half of 2016. There is the only release window for the Microsoft HoloLens is within the life cycle of Windows 10, which could be anywhere in the next 10 years.
yep.
So,
Is there even a release date for Windows 10 yet?
tentatively end of July.
Yeah, kind of.
Tentatively end of
Which
July.
no one downloaded at that point. Well, you should test it, but don't ever.
Xbox is getting Windows 10 though support,
Yeah.
which is actually that's pretty huge.
Pretty cool.
That's
Well, they
pretty
say
huge.
10 years, but that's also one of those things where it's like, well, yeah, 2003 that just ended.
Yeah.
Support with that. I
Gert-
hope it's not something terrible with that. Maybe like 5 years old.
Gerb's got a question. When do you guys think they'll introduce the inevitable slim versions?
How much slimmer can a fucking PS4 get?
It looks like it's a sexy looking
Already a
console.
small
Yeah, it is.
device.
It's nice looking. I like it already. I don't think they should change it. I think they need
I
to
don't
make
think
it a
it's
hell of a lot quieter because mine's loud as
Yeah,
shit.
the fan man kicks in. You're like watching a movie, watching a scary movie.
It-
You're like hear this little like creeping up, like
Yeah. Yeah.
what the fuck? I have to turn my TV up. This is bullshit.
It's like the sound that you hear in the Silent Hill games just before the world turns to the
Yeah.
dark. Yeah.
So I'm having nightmares now.
But-
Thank
Yeah,
you.
sorry.
But I guess the alternative is that it dies on you like Xbox did with the Ring of Death. I'd rather have a good fan in there so that my thing doesn't crash.
No, I know, but they. Well, yeah, okay. So the Xbox, he says, is the Xbox needs a thinner version because that thing is like a Beta Max from 1976. Like I think it's just ginormous.
I don't think that's gonna change until like end next year. Maybe end next year they'll release
Well,
something.
like
This is not their focus right now. Their focus is just trying to get their fucking current console at the goddamn door.
that's a good point. But thinning it out though always drops the price because
Yeah.
obviously manufacturing costs are lower, right?
I mean, they may be losing, but they're still doing awesome. They're way above and beyond what the 360 was doing at this point, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the third best-selling console
Yeah,
behind the Wii. So,
yeah.
Well, there's only like 4 in the running.
That's true. Actually, which brings me to my next point. So Nintendo, I mean, we don't know anything about the NX yet, but when it does come out, where do you guys think that Nintendo's new console is going to sit in terms of the console war?
Oh, it's gonna be at where it always is at the fucking bottom.
well, Nintendo's kind of its own beast. I don't even think it's trying to.
It's
run-
not trying to compete.
It's just like we
It doesn't.
do our
I don't
own
think it
fucking
has
thing.
to.
It doesn't have to.
they
It's
innovate.
I
a
don't think so
party
either.
system.
They innovate. Their games
kids.
are always fucking fantastic.
Yeah, they're gonna sell it to the kids and the goddamn like grandparents.
I buy that shit.
Oh yeah, no,
Mario,
but that's what I'm saying.
Zelda, all their first-party titles are like every age group.
All what, like 4? They've got 4 IPs. They got what? Zelda, Mario, Zelda, and then Mario.
Zelda, Mario, Smash Bros, Mario Kart.
It's still Mario.
Those are all
You're just looping everything.
I know.
You're looping it all into one.
Metroid, yeah.
Pikmin.
Melda and Zario.
Pikmin is great.
Metroid.
needs to come back. Star Fox.
Metroid.
But that's what I mean. Like,
needs to
Definitely
come
Star
back.
Fox.
Star Fox is
ooh,
coming
Star
back.
Fox is coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, but like you guys said, it's its own beast. They don't really give a shit about their running. So like, well, we're not clearly not gonna touch them graphically. So let's
No,
just,
they can't.
Let's just do what we do, and they're gonna be successful. People say like, well, they're gonna be
They're in
unsuccessful. I'm like,
trouble,
no,
man.
gonna-
They're in a lot of trouble.
Their 3DS is not.
No,
their
but
handheld
I'm not
and
talking
everything else
about-
is so good though.
Like in the mobile or the handheld market, yeah, they're gonna own for a long time.
Yeah.
That's all they need. Except they're going to merge the two in the NX, and then it's just going to
So
be...
why release the NX?
I don't know. You need something for your TV, too.
But if their mobile market is selling so good, they're not going to compete. They're not going to ever compete now with Sony and Microsoft.
Still don't think they want to.
But they're
just
not-
trying to innovate.
Exactly, and that's
No.
the thing. They're not trying to because they're catering to the kids. Like, there's not a whole lot of younger titles for Xbox One and PS4.
I know, but the gaming market now, the average gamer is 33 years old.
Even though we had a
Fair
child
enough.
that came to
Right?
watch our Mortal Kombat X tournament.
Let's not talk about that. His dad was
His
there.
dad was there.
His dad was
but
there.
Super
Most
foul
of the
mouth.
games are not really catered
Right.
to the kids on those consoles.
That's right. Like we are the child gaming generation, right? Like we grew
Yeah.
up. Maybe we grew up with it, right? Like,
Yeah.
And who brought us up? Nintendo.
yeah, I was born the same year as Nintendo was released, and I still don't like Nintendo, but that's not the point. Yeah, but that's why I said the majority or the average age of a gamer nowadays, is between 30 and 33. So the argument that Nintendo, yeah, there's still got to be games for younger kids. I understand that because I want this trend to continue with gaming,
And I
but
don't want to be beat by 12-year-olds at Call of Duty. So.
it doesn't matter whether whether Nintendo comes out with a system or not. You're going to get beat by a 12-year-old
Calling me,
anyway.
like racist slurs. I'm like, where did you learn that? You're
I know.
7. You should just turn off your computer and go play with a stick or something. I don't know.
Use your imagination.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, again, we don't know anything about the NX. Nobody does. We don't even like. I don't think that the NX is going to come out at least for another 3 years.
3 years?
I
I'd
think-
say 2.
I say between
I'd say,
2 or 3 years. I think it'll be a while yet.
Christmas 2016.
What? You think that soon?
Yeah.
That's a year and a half, dude.
Their Wii U's failing. They want to probably throw something out.
Did fail.
No, it failed.
It failed. Sorry, it failed. They probably want to throw something out.
Yeah. Goro liked that kid.
Sounds like Goro ate that kid.
I think that's too soon, to be honest.
You think so?
I think so. That's just my opinion. I think it'll be.
The sooner they make people forget about
It'll
the Wii U, the better.
It'll be a November, as per usual.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be next.
Wii U. U.
2018, maybe. Wii U. Two Wii U? Wii two? Wii U?
We do. What?
Yeah,
Wii U
Wii-
too.
Wii U. Mike, I have to pee. I had to pee.
You have to pee.
I gotta pee.
So you're going to leave?
I am going to leave. I'm going to go pee, but you're going to talk about Halo.
Yeah. I'm going to start sweating. I'm going to start sweating again like when Street Fighter 5 happened.
That wasn't one of the topics.
No, it just came out. We're running. We got a lot of time. Whatever. Halo 5. Gerb's already got a boner. He's not even here, and I can see it in the computer.
You can actually feel it.
I can feel it, yeah. That's why there's this hole in my pants that has been growing all day.
So that trailer.
Yeah, well, they had that teaser. Like they had their teaser with Locke and also Master Chief. Looked amazing. The fact that it's kind of giving you the two sides. Like I mean, they did that also in Halo. In I believe it was 2. Yes, no, 2 or 3. Sorry. It's been a while because I played them a while ago. But anyways, you were able to be one of the elites of the Covenant, and you're also able to be Master Chief. So, what is it? Goro no like the taste of children, only tears of man. Wow, that's like
That's deep.
That's
terrifying.
dedication.
That's hilarious. Thanks. But it's gonna be neat to kind of see what they're doing. Hopefully, it's more looking like they're not going to be maybe like really their stories and their paths intertwine a lot. Like that's kind of what happened with the in the other one with like the Elite and Master Chief. It was very intertwined. You can play the one, you can play the other one, and it's like kind of like this backstabbing nonsense that you're doing in the Covenant and whatever. But in the end, it was still really about Master Chief. And with this one, it looks like they're kind of like, well, everyone loves Master Chief anyway, so let's just throw Locke in there, busting shit up. So Cleopatra 22XO, hello to you.
What's up?
So it's gonna be. They just released this kind of trailer. It wasn't like a legit like trailer with a good like narrative and stuff. It was just this fucking action trailer. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. You just all of a sudden it's just like one of the warships, like or not warships, one of like the cruisers kind of going in and hit by one of the Covenant ships, and all of a sudden Locke is just in there and shows him like, oh fuck this, grabs a gun. Back at because they're not going to show his actual face. Shows him kind of tightening his helmet, jumps out of a fucking ship there, and just like starts flying to the ground. And he's just like, "Yep." Little jetpack bursts every once in a while, busts through a fucking ceiling, like runs at a guy, kills him, and then runs through a wall, and then takes out a Banshee by himself by throwing off its gravity and throwing it into a wall somehow. And then like the gameplay, it also is kind of emphasizing on. One of the cool things they've been adding with the multiplayer and things like that, and what they've been showing, is this ground pound. What are you doing, you bastard? You're totally not interested in this again. Don't make me start.
Carry on. No. Go, yeah, man.
this is
your show.
interesting.
This is your show, dude.
With
Go
the,
ahead.
multiplayer, they've really been showing this kind of ground pound thing where you jump up and smash around, and you just kind of kill everything around you, which is really cool. They're emphasizing that, and one of the things that happened is Locke jumped up in the air, threw grenades on the ground into the ground pound, and it was fucking devastating.
Pound it.
Oh, goddamn. And tons of action, incredibly fast paced. Even this trailer was incredibly fast paced.
Gerb beat you to it again.
Gerb beat you to it again.
Anybody like. Oh, did he again? Yeah, fuck you. Always beat me to the punch. But like Gerb was saying, I was actually talking to him earlier when he actually got beta access. It says it's very fast paced. They're going towards their roots, especially with the multiplayer, as from Halo 2. Because everyone will admit, shut up, put your fucking hand down.
I got a question. One of our viewers has a question.
Okay.
Why do you two have beer, but he has water?
Why do you have 2 beers, but he has water? Oh, he drank his beer already,
Yeah, I
and
have
he's
a beer right
fucking
here.
hammered already.
I think he's
All
talking about me.
Continue.
Goro hate Jets.
Oh, God. stop.
He's on. He's
So-
totally on.
Agreed. All right, sorry, Mike. Carry on.
No worries. So super fast paced, and it shows even in the trailer, and Locke looks fucking indestructible. So it's gonna be really neat to kind of see where he's gonna take place in the story, and obviously you're gonna be able to play him because if you don't, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Agreed. What the fuck?
I'm still going. I don't care.
All right, that's all you.
So after seeing that teaser, I'm super excited, and I'm super excited for the character. Throw it. Just fucking get it over with.
We miss your fro that you can get.
Oh, you're gonna
stuck
throw it
into.
there. Gerb, you're gonna fucking Skype in soon, and you're gonna be our one of our guests, and you're gonna back me up on this.
Actually, we're going to make an official announcement right now. Everyone, next week, Thursday, 7:30 p.m., Gerb204 will be joining us on the Reset podcast.
Yep.
Gerb?
Can't say no. You're
Actually, yeah, you don't really have a choice because
This is us asking him.
let down.
the
everybody
internet
else.
knows.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, carry on, Mike. Sorry.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. If you saw the teaser trailer, go check it out. Looks amazing. Obviously, it's focusing on the badassness. That's not even a word, but the badassness of
Goro
the
hates
Spartans
Jacks.
and how awesome they were. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Fuck. I'm done. I'm fucking fucking PS4 fanboys, whatever.
Sorry.
You has a PS4.
I know I have a PS4.
What about you guys? You guys got anything? Marty?
About Halo?
No, just in general. Tell me something. Tell me a story.
I want to talk about the next topic.
Well, what's the next topic?
I don't know.
I'm waiting for you. We're out of topics.
Oh, we are.
Yeah. It's the end of the day, dude. There's nothing going on this week.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Sorry. Just tell me a story.
This one time.
At band camp, they already said that.
Boom, White Junk's already
That's
beat
right.
me
Right,
too.
Junks is.
I'm not the only one getting fucked over.
I know.
The punch. And that's delayed. That shit's delayed too.
Tony Hawk leak.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gerb. Tony Hawk.
Wait, that
leaked.
happened?
Yeah. So Tony,
What about that?
there is. What?
No, never mind. Go on.
Okay. Tony Hawk's hired a caterer to do this event, right? And
Oh yeah. Okay, I heard about that.
and in the background, or the caterer dude got a picture taken of him, but in the background on this big projector
Jabba Jabba screen.
projector screen, there was a big, huge picture. It says Tony Hawk 5. Everyone's like, what the fuck? And yeah, so Tony Hawk's like, yeah, there is a new game, and it's probably going to be called Tony Hawk 5. They actually released, it's funny, I'll post the link up on Twitter later. There's a link where Tony Hawk and Frick, what the hell is his name? Some skater boy, not related to Avril Lavigne songs whatsoever, but some skater boy
Oh my god.
did this video, and they did a
That's
parody.
just happened.
Yeah, they did a parody of the character selection screen from the first Tony Hawk,
I
but
saw that.
but live.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
How it, like the shirt just changes and shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny as shit. It's awesome.
Well, Gerber was saying is about the Mad Max game trailer. Funny enough, I didn't even watch the game trailer because I've been following for a while. I saw that they're releasing. I was super excited, but I'm fucking more excited for the movie.
It does look awesome. I feel the trailer.
Do you guys?
Did you watch it?
Not the whole thing. I just walked in passing. So yeah, go on.
How do we go from Tony to Mad Max?
Because Mad Max is awesome.
Because Mad Max popped
It's all
up
about
on the
Gerb,
screen.
man. Gerb's the one fucking hell.
Gerb! Shut up! You're off the show.
Do you think in Tony Hawk's 5 they're gonna add something like that fucking board?
What do you mean?
No, they're not.
Get good.
What?
That was
What
stupid
board?
as shit.
What board?
Tony Hawk Ride, you had this little.
Oh,
person-
God.
Oh no! But they already said that they already said that there's a good possibility there's going to be hoverboards in the game.
That'll be awesome.
So it's
What?
like Back to
No.
the Future 2.
No.
Back to the
That
Future
would not be
2.
awesome.
The same Back to the Future have those fucking Nike kicks on, like woo.
They're just going to tie themselves, and
extendable
the game's
jacket.
going to be over.
Making that weird like when he's like
It'll
going.
just
no.
be, Tony Hawk physics with hoverboard. What's the big deal?
Yeah, just
Because
drops
I-
and wheels.
Look, you know what was
Awesome
a really
kickflip.
good skateboarding game? Skate.
Yeah,
Disagreed.
that was good.
I didn't
Okay.
like
Ollie
skate at
Ollie
all.
is good too.
Why you? I quit.
I was
What?
I didn't like
Are
it.
you
because I
rage
was
quitting
so-
right now?
Yeah.
I was so used to Tony Hawk. I liked Tony Hawk's mechanics. I honestly, everyone fucking said Skate's amazing, and I played it.
It
Fucking
is.
hated it. Fuck,
I wasn't a
thought it
huge
was
fan of
terrible.
Skate either.
Thought it was
Oh, Skate was so good. Like,
terrible. No, didn't like it.
okay, I think Tony Hawk, because you guys were never skateboarders, right?
Yeah, I was.
I
You were-
didn't know
Sounds
you
like
back
this
then.
fat guy could skate.
I
'Cause-
had a skateboard, but I lived on gravel roads, so I didn't use it.
See, that's why I need a fucking hoverboard. Exactly.
Exactly. Fuck. You know what? Fine. Hoverboards would be awesome. Fuck you guys.
Win.
I still think hoverboards would be gay, but
Nothing's wrong gay in there.
okay. So you guys carry on with Mad Max, and then we're gonna call it a night here. So I don't
I don't have
know.
much to say about Mad Max. I didn't watch the whole thing. So
The trailer looks good. I was actually really happy to see that there was actually a gameplay trailer released because, like, I know everything. Like, I know the Mad Max movie and the story and stuff. I get that post-apocalyptic, all this junk. But you never saw how the game was actually going to be played. I like that I know how the game's going to be played. I don't know how much I like how the game plays.
Yeah.
So
I
far.
see your point.
Because right now, all I've seen is like a lot of melee combat, which is fine, but there's no I saw this one menu where you had guns, but they didn't show any gunplay.
Yeah. But also in the movie, right? There's limited gunplay because
Yeah, I know.
ammunition's so sparse. Maybe it's going to be more like chuck a fucking rock at him and then just like fight him to death. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a little
Just
nervous.
have that one shell just riding.
third person rage.
Yeah,
Person rage.
I'm nervous about that game. Actually, I have a feeling they might butcher it. I
they
think the
probably
movie's going to be great.
No, the movie's gonna be great. They could totally butcher the game because
Is it?
it's a game based off a movie.
Is
So
it actually?
they're always-
Yeah, it is.
It's not its own storyline.
No,
No.
it's- No, same character, same one fucking like
Yeah,
sewn on like football fucking
Tom Hardy?
shoulder. Tom Hardy is in it though.
Yeah.
And Tom Hardy's gonna be Mad Max, which looks awesome.
yeah.
That's good.
So.
I have a weird man crush on Tom Hardy. I'm a heterosexual male. And I would
Whatever you gotta
I
tell
would
yourself.
Do unspeakable things to that.
Would
guy.
this qualify as a dick reference?
That a dick reference? Up to you, Philly.
Qualify as a dick reference. Okay, I think that's about all the time we got here today, gentlemen.
Think so. Think it was a good one.
That's it. Yeah, it was good. Thanks, guys, for joining us for the Reset Podcast for April 23rd, episode number 4 or 5. We're not really sure. You know what, Goro? You know what? No, we're not done. Because this guy is hilarious. We are going to talk about our favorite Mortal Kombat characters real quick. My favorite Mortal Kombat character to actually play with,
This
because
is a
I'm
trick
good with them,
question.
is Scorpion. My favorite Mortal Kombat character in Mortal Kombat X is Kenshi.
Kenshi?
Yep.
Kenshi's dope.
Yeah, Kenshi's my favorite. Go. Pat?
I've been kind of switching between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Yeah, that's probably who I'd go with right
Pretty
now.
classic.
All right.
Yeah.
Classic.
Elena. Because I'd love to do some weird things to her.
As long as she
She
keeps her
Katana.
mask on. If she keeps her mask on.
I want that mask
no!
off. I want to see it all. I want to just be like, yeah, that's weird. That's weird, baby.
I think
Makes it different, but I love you anyways. And then I'm going to watch her telly kick me in the face, and it's going to be great.
Okay, we're going to skip Mike. Marty. Favorite
I think
character?
the correct answer he was looking for was Goro.
Goro!
But
Goro begins yet.
but to tell you the truth, Cassie Cage is pretty badass. I think.
Cassie Cage is good.
Yeah.
Is good. Fuck this. We're ending this show. Thank you for watching. Check us out next week, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. We're going to have special guest Gerb 204, whether you like it or not, so shut up. And that's it.
Thanks for hitting that reset, guys.
We're out.
Thank you.
Goro!